Boy, I had to come do this video, man, because y'all drinking the Kool-Aid. Listen, y'all drinking the Kool-Aid. What you mean by that, Big T? I'm seeing so many platforms, so many people in the comment section, so many people who believe Jermell Charlo is going to win. And listen, granted, I believe he's more than capable of pulling this fight out against Canelo Alvarez. I do. Now, do I believe he'll win? No. I've been on record several times saying I do believe Jermell Charlo has to be perfect in this fight, and therefore I believe he's going to lose. But I keep seeing y'all keep talking about he's going to bring power from 154 to 68, wobble, drop, or even knock out Canelo Alvarez. Now, come on, man. Can we stop playing? And I got something I want to show y'all that's probably helping manipulate you guys from this recent episode of All Access. Let's talk about it. What up, YouTube? Big T, Heavy Bag Boxing TV, man. Get your goof ass in here. Hit the bag. Hit that like button for your boy. That helps the channel. You know, I appreciate that love. Shout out my gang, man. D1, Merc 1, ML21, Skinny JT, Black Jesus, my guy Troy Jack, Key1, Rebel Life, Modern King, Letitia, YK World, my guy Tyree Celestin. Now, so I'm sitting back, I'm chilling, I'm watching the latest episode of All Access, right? And of course, this is a marketing tool that Showtime puts on. Now, it's great, especially for the hardcore fans. We love to watch it. For the casuals or somebody who's just now paying attention to the sport of boxing, it's a great show to get a behind the scenes look of, fighters' training camps. You heard these, motivational quotes. You heard the trash talk. The narration for this program in particular in All Access really helps to translate exactly what's going on in the training camp. I mean, it's just a great marketing tool. Now, mind you, the only reason this exists is to take the viewership and hopefully turn that viewership into consumers, to pull you in and grab you enough and have you invested in this fight enough to want to purchase it on pay-per-view and watch how it all unfolds. It's a marketing tool, right? Now, with that being said, and maybe I can give you a different perspective, a different way to view what a show like All Access is about, and now you can watch in the future with your eyes a little bit open, kind of paying attention to what's going on. Because mind you, everything that they show, how they edit it, everything is to get you to react a certain way. You know what I mean? Whether it's emotional parts of the show that kind of tug on your heartstrings or motivational parts, everything is designed to draw you into wanting to buy this fight. And it can be a little bit misleading. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm talking about with this clip right here. Let's check it out.
Derrick James, it was more because I seen the great things in him. Doing this, shoot this right up around the guard, boom. Ever since I got with Derrick, my knockout ratio went up. Yeah. Punches up, throwing the punches where they need to be placed, and that's what Derrick does really well. No, I have 11, 12 fights since we've been together. Everybody that he fought, he dropped everybody.
All right, so hopefully you was paying attention to that clip real quick where Jermell Charlo tells you, hey, ever since I've been with Derrick James, and mind you, Derrick James, reigning trainer of the year, also trains Ryan Garcia and Anthony Joshua, Frank Martin, and also Earl the True Spence Jr. He says, ever since I've been with Derrick James, my knockout ratio has went up. And then Derrick James comes into the picture where he tells you, listen, been working with Jermell Charlo the last 11, 12 fights, and he has dropped everybody he's fought, right? So again, if you don't know no better, if you ain't been paying attention to Jermell Charlo or especially a Canelo Alvarez, this could mislead you to believe that Jermell Charlo has a really, really high chance of coming into this fight versus Canelo Alvarez and hurting him, wobbling him, dropping him, or even knocking him out. It's very misleading, man. It's manipulation at its finest. Because again, if you don't know no better and you see what I just showed you, you would say to yourself, oh man, gosh almighty, Jermell bad. And then if you see the face off, you'll see, Jermell and Canelo's down here, so, I wanted you guys to understand and maybe again, look at these programs moving forward with a different perspective and with your eyes a little bit more wide open. But listen to me. That's not going to be the case. That's not happening. Now, I know you're saying, Tio, come on, man. Anything possible in the sport of boxing. Nothing is impossible. And I agree with you. I also agree with you when you say Jermell Charlo could beat Canelo Alvarez. I think he's very capable of doing it. Again, do I think he does it? No. I've been on record several times telling y'all I don't believe Jermell Charlo can be perfect against Canelo Alvarez and beat him. Outbox him for the better part of 12 rounds, and then get his hand raised at the end because he's actually survived the fight. I think it comes down to him actually surviving the fight. And I don't think he can do that. But one thing I'm for damn sure he can't do is hurt Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? So when I see you guys talking about, oh, he's going to do this to Canelo, do that to Canelo, knock Canelo out, I wouldn't be surprised if he knocked him out or he hurt him bad. Listen, that's not going to happen. Canelo Alvarez's chin has been tested. When you talking about he's been hit by some of the hardest thumping cats out there, especially a Triple G, who arguably for a while, for years, was pound for pound probably the hardest puncher in the sport of boxing. He's been hit by light heavyweights like a Kovalev and a Dmitry Bivol, who, mind you, connected a lot against the side of Canelo's head and chin when they fought. And none of these guys have managed to hurt him, wobble him, knock him down, or knock him out. So when you tell me somebody from 54, like a Jermell Charlo, who may naturally be a little bit bigger, maybe he does go hard to get himself down to 54, but is that power going to come to 68 and just become dynamite? Maybe it does, but enough to hurt Canelo Alvarez, to wobble Canelo Alvarez, drop him or knock him out, I can't see it happening. I don't believe it. And I need for y'all to understand, more than likely, that's not going to happen. Now, do I hope it happens? Yeah, I do. Like I told y'all before, Jermell Charlo's going to come into this fight an underdog, and then guess what? You got Canelo Alvarez with a whole country behind him. It's going to be on top of that country full of Mexicans, you got a bunch of Mexican Americans that'll be rooting against him. So, I think he needs all of the support he can get. Of course, I'm going to be pulling for him because he looks like me for sure. And he represents the U.S. I'm representing the U.S. So I get, what I mean? He's got my support. I'm just being real when I tell you that I don't think he'll be able to be perfect against Canelo Alvarez for the better part of 12 rounds, survive all 12 rounds, make it to that final bell, and get his hand raised. All right? But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section, man. That's all I got for y'all on this one. Big T.O. heavy bag. He's not hurting, dropping, or knocking Canelo out. I'm sorry. I hope this video ages bad, and I'm wrong, and I got to eat all of these words, but I don't think I am. Big T.O. heavy bag. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.